Hello everybody, welcome back to Flip City with Mr. Chris.
Hi, Mr. Chris.
That's me. I'm Mr. Chris. I'm a part-time eBay reseller. In these videos, I like to show you guys some tips and tricks on how to source, where to find great items, and pay very little for them so you can have big profits. I'm also going to teach you a couple bolos, some brands you should definitely be on the lookout for because these have crazy sell-through rates, and two of them are going to be in this video, you'll see. Before we get started though, a special thank you to every subscriber to help the channel reach 600 subscribers officially. I'm very proud of that, and I really appreciate all the support. And while we're at it, feel free to give a like, subscribe, and even drop a comment down below and let me know what platform do you resell on. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys about 20 items that I picked up over the last week. I'm going to tell you how much I paid for them, where I got them, and I'm going to show you guys sold comps up here for each item so you know exactly how much money you should be expecting to get for these items. So let's jump right in. Okay, this first item might not look like much, but this is a brand I've been looking out for a long time, and I finally found it. This is an Arc'teryx t-shirt. I actually picked this one up at the Goodwill racks, just the regular store. I paid about, I think $5 for this item. This basic Arc'teryx t-shirt, I'm not sure if you can see, it has these little stripes. And for those of you that don't know about Arc'teryx, the logo is going to be these like fossilized dinosaur bones. This basic t-shirt sells for $30. So that's a great start. This is about as opposite of a basic t-shirt as you can get. This right here is from Hot Topic. This is a Spirited Away full zip hoodie, kind of goth looking. The Spirited Away caught my attention because my son and daughter are really into anime, and I've watched that movie with them before, so I was aware of it. So this full zip, and you can see it has like kind of mesh on the elbows. This full zip Spirited Away hoodie should get me about $40. All right, this next item is pretty unique, and I haven't seen anything like it before. This is a Nike breakdancing jersey from the Paris Olympics. It's a dry fit shirt. You can see here they got the American flag embroidered there. Some other little details here. We got this little guy down here embroidered on the back. I'm not sure if you can see him very well, right? It's just a long sleeve dry fit t-shirt. There's some venting on the side. I guess it was what they wore when they did the breakdance in the Olympics, but these shirts should get $50. And I saw another one brand new that sold for more than that. But since this is pre-owned, I'm thinking it'll get about $50. Okay, this next item is a little bit different from items that I normally pick up, but just wait until you see how much it sold for. Here is just a very basic golf towel. I think you would just attach it to your golf bag. It's Nike SQ. Doesn't look like much, kind of has Pittsburgh Steelers colors. But the sold comps on this one are $79.99 for this used golf towel. It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever sold a towel before, and so that will definitely be one of the most expensive non-clothing items I've ever sold. So if you see those Nike SQ towels, I would recommend picking them up because $80 for a towel is crazy, and I got it at the bin, so I probably paid $1 at the most. Okay, this item just caught my attention because it's the USS Saratoga. And Saratoga Springs is where my grandmother was from in New York. This is kind of like a vintagey navy, little 90s style windbreaker, kind of like a Coach's windbreaker, right, with the pointy tip collar. It's made in USA. It just has this embroidery right here. I'm not sure exactly what it's for. I don't know what the years represent, but I should get about $25 for this. Any kind of specialized military stuff usually has a pretty good audience. Okay, here's one of the bolo brands I have for you guys, and I don't think a lot of people are familiar with this brand. It's called Tracksmith. The logo might be a little bit hard to see there because it's dyed dark. I'll pop one up on the video for you to see. It's just a running brand, and you can see here, I think the rabbit represents running. There's also a gold embroidered rabbit on the sleeve there. I already sold this t-shirt for $37. It has to be shipped out tomorrow. So keep an eye out for Tracksmith. Actually, a lot of them don't have the graphics right there. They're very basic. They're very soft and thick cotton though. They're worth looking out for. So keep an eye out for that brand, Tracksmith. $37 for a t-shirt. All right, here's a unique item that I've never sold anything like it before. I have tried to sell cycling shorts in the past. Kind of mixed luck on those. But I looked this up because it said Iron Man and it's a full suit. What this is a triathlon suit, and these sell for $75 or more. The brand is called Zoot, and this is a ultra, I can't remember, ultra something, ultra carbon. So if you see these triathlon suits from Zoot, I would recommend picking them up. And because I'm not very familiar with different brands, there might be other brands of the same type of gear. So keep an eye out for them. $75 for a used triathlon suit. Okay, here's a brand most people are familiar with, right? Cool. I believe it's out of Utah. They usually have a little patch right here with the mountains. That's their logo. This is a really nice merino wool quarter zip. I think this one's called the Team quarter zip. This should sell for $30. Okay. Most of the items I sell, I try to sell for $25 sales price or higher. And I use the 4 keys that I have to help me find great items. 4 keys that I follow are brand, pattern, material, and size. And I use those to guide me on what items I should be picking up, especially if it's a new brand. Okay, here is a vintage 90s looking hoodie. It's like a windbreaker material, and if you can see here, it's got a center swoosh. It's called Anorak, I believe. It's just a pink Nike sportswear windbreaker. I think the 90s and 2000s look is kind of in right now. This should give me about $25, $30. There wasn't an exact match to this on eBay, but there's some similar enough to give me a good idea. Okay, this next brand needs no introduction, right? Lululemon. This right here is just a men's fast free tank top. It's a running shirt. It's hard to tell, but these lines are reflective and the material is extremely lightweight and the seams are almost impossibly smooth right there. You could find the Lululemon by the 3 dots, usually up on the corner, or on the bottom. It has the Lululemon logo on the bottom right there. Okay, this is going to sell for $30. I say it every video, don't pass Lululemon up. Don't listen to the people that are telling you it's not as valuable as it used to be. It still sells really well. And especially certain items like this tank top for $30, and I got it at the bin, so I probably paid 50 cents because it weighs next to nothing. So don't overlook Lululemon. Okay, up next is going to be this soccer jersey. Like I always say, soccer jerseys catch my eye. I'm a big fan of soccer. So this is a club out of Brazil called SC International. And this is a Reebok jersey. It's in amazing condition, even though it's used. You can tell from all the graphics. There's no peeling or cracking. There's no flaws on this shirt at all. This jersey should get me around $40. Soccer jerseys with specific player names and numbers on them also are really good, and international ones do well. Okay, here's another soccer jersey. This is like a international team. This is Japan. This brand right here is Headgear Classics. And this caught my eye because it has the tag still. New with tag, size 2XL. The retail on this item was $120. Obviously, I'm not going to get close to that on the reselling market, but I should get about $50 or so for this. And following my 4 keys, the pattern is crazy and the size is amazing. So the brand, pattern, material, size. Material is just normal, but look at these graphics. It has like a, I think that's a samurai there. It's camo. It's got the Japanese rising sun right there. And then the Kirin beer brand sponsor right on the sleeve. Plus new with tag items usually do amazing, right? Okay, up next is a brand that most people are familiar with, especially if you golf, Grayson, right? They're gonna have this little rubber wolf right there. It's hard to tell. I'll post a picture of this, but it's an all over print. All of these geometric shapes are just little tiny wolves, right? And it has this like alternating collar that's different than the t-shirt. This shirt should get me about $30 or so. Still a pretty good brand, Grayson. Okay, you guys ready for another bolo? Be prepared to be amazed. This right here is a brand called Outer Known. It's an extremely thick flannel type shirt, button up. This is actually called their blanket shirt. I'm guessing because it's like heavy like a blanket. These Outer Known blanket shirts sell for $40, 50, and even more, depending on the pattern and size. But this is 100% a bolo, outer known. I always post up the logos of these bolos so you don't miss it. You'll see the tag is very nondescript, just some basic lettering. But if you see outer known, I would say pick it up. $40 or $50 for a flannel is amazing. Okay, sometimes I get things just because they kind of go along with my 4 keys, and I'm just interested to see how they'll do. Kind of test them out. This right here is called Black Mountain Outdoor. What it is a fleece jacket, full zip. I think it's vintage, and it just has some crazy kind of animal patterns, outdoor nature theme. This is a women's jacket. It's got this like elastic cinching in the back. It's not going to get a ton of money. It's probably going to give me about $30, which isn't a ton, but it's a unique item, and I like to have some unique items in my store and also for my videos to show. Okay, so I live in Florida. It's super hot. It's like 100 degrees right now. So you would think, Mr. Chris, why are you buying jackets? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people move to Florida, donate their jackets, and they never use them again. But because I'm a reseller, I can scoop them up for cheap and sell them to people in other parts of the country and make a great profit. And this right here is a perfect example. This is Kansas City Royals jacket. This is a Majestic, it's called Thermobase, Majestic Thermobase. It's just a nice big jacket. This is a size extra large. These sold comps on eBay for $80 to $100, and I even saw one for like 120 something. So if you see these Majestic, it's not usually a great brand, I don't think, right? But for some reason, this Thermobase jacket does well. It might not sell right away, but it will definitely sell for a lot of money. This one I actually paid up for. I paid $10 just because the sold comps were amazing. I didn't want to pass it up. All right, this brand is a blast from the past for me. I won't tell you when I grew up or when I went to high school, but this brand was very popular then, and I think it's had a resurgence in like the vintage market. This is Stussy. It's a Stussy Authentic Gear jacket. It's like a full zip and buttons. It's brown pinstripe, size large. It's kind of a medium length, so longer than the waist. This Stussy jacket should get $80 or more. So keep an eye out for Stussy. That's a great brand, especially if you sell on some of the other platforms like Depop, where vintage stuff is more cool and sells better, like the Y2K and the 90s type stuff. Definitely keep an eye out for Stussy. Okay. I always talk about this brand as a brand that I don't pick up, and then for whatever reason, I find something from this brand and I pick it up. This is Disney, but this is the Disney Boutique, and this is just some wide leg Lilo and Stitch pants, kind of Hawaiian themed, obviously, right? Kind of a stretchy material. These sell for $25, and it just caught my eye. And for $25, like I said, I like to sell stuff for $25 or more, so that was a good deal for me. So I picked those up, and hopefully those will sell quick. All right, the third bolo I have for you guys is going to be this brand called Next Belt. I think it's a golf brand, but also it might be for like concealed carry or to carry your pistol or something. It has this crazy, I don't really even know how to describe it. It's like a quick release buckle. This is another item that already sold. I need to ship it out tomorrow. This belt sold for $30. There's a couple of these belt brands that are really popular. I'll post up in the corner there another one that I sold a few weeks ago, a different brand, same kind of idea though. Any of these unique buckles, you could tell by the quality. The buckle is very quality, aluminum thick. It's got this braided material, really nice leather end. Okay, so $30 for a belt. That's great stuff. All right, this next item, not only is it a brand I've been looking for forever, it also has this crazy story. So hang with me. I'll make it as quick as possible, but I don't want to leave out any of the good details. So real quick, this is Allen Edmonds, a really high quality men's dress shoe. These are some cap toe Oxford shoes in a size 10, and the color is walnut. So right away, everything is great about these shoes. They usually have a really good high sell-through rate and also great average sales price. So when I saw them for $14.98, I thought, I don't usually spend that much money on an item, but I know I can get a lot for these, and I've wanted a pair of these in my store for a long time. and I thought it'd be great for the video. But not only that, when I was checking out at Goodwill at the retail store, the lady at the register asked me if I wanted to join the rewards program, and I said sure. And then these went from $14.98 to $1.98. So if you're not part of the Goodwill rewards program, you should join it. Basically, she told me every Friday and Saturday, whatever color tag is half off, you get that item for $1.98. Even if it's shoes, doesn't matter what the item is. So I'm gonna turn $1.98 into $80 or more. So that's a great tip for you guys. Always join the programs, always go to the places when they have the discounts. A lot of places have discounts for like first responders, military veterans, teachers, anything you can do to get the price down. If you have to join the membership, it's free and you get a great deal. It's worth it. So there you go. We'll end it with turning $2 into $80. That's an amazing profit. I want to tell you guys thanks for joining. Remember to like and subscribe and to leave a comment and tell me what platform you're selling on. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Thank you.